Hello festival goers of the internet, on the Festival Finesser, and we have just recently gotten the Electric Forest 2024 lineup. Everybody has been talking about it. I'm here to join the conversation. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the artist, the lineup, my thoughts and opinions on both, plus my experience from my previous years attending, and if I plan on attending in 2024. So stick around because it's all coming up after the intro.
Can I get it?
Festival Finesser.
Finesse gang, Forest fam, can I get a yer? What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another video. For those who are new here and don't know me, what's good? I'm the Festival Finesser. I'm a videographer, content creator, and DJ. This is my YouTube channel that revolves around music festivals and live music going experiences with a focus and concentration on dubstep and rhythm. And the goal of this channel is to make sure that you guys can have the best festival going experience possible by learning off my experience, education, and knowledge. Now today, we are yet again going to be talking about Electric Forest 2024. I know I said I was going to be taking a break. I know I said I was going to be off the channel a little bit, but this, like I said, man, it's like you get out of that financial hole, festival season ends, and then right as you think it's done and over, the shit just throws you right back in, right? So everybody has to talk about this lineup, and the lineup is so good this year. I felt like for some reason in the past there has always been like really small artists, and it's always like there's so many artists. This year it does not seem as overwhelming. There's a lot of bass, there's a lot of dubstep to talk about, and a lot of just overall bass. And I know a lot of artists. A lot of the time when I'm doing Electric Forest, I have to do the review and just filter out the bass because I don't know a lot of artists because it is so diverse. The year I went in 2019, I was like, I want to go with someone that knows what's up because it's like it was so new to me. I didn't want to just be like learning the ropes. I wanted someone to show me like, yo, what's good, do this, do that, and not just be wandering and be lost. So again, something that I would advise to do with someone that has done it for us before, that's familiar, because it is very overwhelming. It is a lot. It really just is a very special place, and it is a festival that it doesn't really, it's not about the music, it's about the environment, the vibe, and just like it's so immersive, bro. You can get lost in the scavenger hunts and the secret stuff, and like, you know, you have to like unlock, there's like levels to that shit, you know what I'm saying? There's layers, and like, you know, you have to unlock certain levels, and you have to, you know, you have to know people, and like the longer you go, the more you know. Like it gets better and better each time you go, and like you unlock more, and that's kind of part of the chase. You want to keep coming back and like figure out more and like unlock all the levels that Electric Forest has to offer, which I feel like is impossible. If you want more Electric Forest information, you should go to Vibe with Aid. She's a seasoned forest goer, and she has all the information on her channel, probably for this year and previous years, about camping and arrival and tickets and shuttle and all that kind of stuff. So I think I've spoken enough and hyped up the festival enough. If you guys need more, you can watch the vlogs from the past years. I'll link them down below in the description or up here in a card, and you can get to the playlist and just watch the experience from when I leave my house to when I arrive, you know, or to when I leave, you know, like the arrival, the setup, the camping, the sets, the forests, you know, everything in between. It's good content, and you know, I definitely want to come back, but we're going to talk about if I'm coming back at the end of the video, so stick around, all right? Because, you know, like I said, if you've been watching the channel, we talked about taking a break and, you know, being financially smart and stable and preparing for the future, and, you know, just being responsible and smart and sacrificing, being selective. This could be the one that I select, but we're going to talk about all of that at the end. So stick around. Let's dive into our lineups here and, you know, these artists. So going down June 20th through the 23rd, 2024, one weekend only. Remember when they had 2 weekends? That was the thing, right? It's one weekend only. And it's been like that for the last couple years. So, Rothbury, Michigan. We got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4-day festival. Headlining on Thursday, we have Everything Always, Dom Dalla and John Summit for the House People. Very big act. Nelly Furtado for the pop artists, right? I'm pretty sure she has that Promiscuous. That's like the only song I know by her, honestly. That just shows how under a rock I am in the pop world and how deep I am in this underground shit. Been like that for a while. Next up, we have the Disco Biscuits. Jam band, funky. They have their own festival, Camp Bisco, and not so much anymore, but they had their thing going. Gonna be pretty crazy if you're into that kind of stuff. They're like low-key a big deal. Next up we have Ben Balmer. I'm pretty sure that's House, and I forget. Noctu, like, I know that name. I know the name. Has been buzzing. Really cool sound. I didn't realize how big of an artist Noctu was, so like now I'm seeing it, and it's like, I see you. So now on to Friday, we have Pretty Lights headlining, and that is, again, just like your feelsy, euphoric, like feel-good kind of stuff, and it's really not my kind of vibe. So if I'm mislabeling it, I apologize. If you have a proper, you know, definition and label for Pretty Lights, you can let me know in the comments below, politely, respectfully, please, and thank you. Next up, we have Ludacris. I hope you know Ludacris, and like that's pretty crazy, but like the year I went to, I'm pretty sure there was like T-Pain headlining, right? So they always have like a few big hip-hop artists. Ludacris is gonna be kind kind of sick, honestly. And I don't even like know any Ludacris tracks anymore, bro. I don't even know what he would play at Electric Forest, but like it could be a vibe, especially like live music on a big stage like that. And it's just like you gotta know like one Ludacris song, right? Like I don't know, I feel like it could be a vibe. BTSM, an artist I missed last year, the last year I went in 2022, and that was one of the bigger dubstep. That was a headlining act, one of the main dubstep acts, and the acts that I wanted to see, and I fucking missed it because I was so shot out and just like burnt out and didn't pace myself. So again, a big L. Somebody I really would have liked to see at Electric Forest, but I'm pretty sure they played at like 2 a.m. You know, most of the headliners we're used to in the regular dubstep scene are like, you know, 10, 11, 12 maybe. So like Electric Forest really gets down. And like I should have talked about this in the beginning. The campgrounds to Electric Forest like are one of the best parts of the forest, I feel like, and really make the experience magical because the shit never ends. When the festival ends and you get kicked out of the forest, the party continues in the campgrounds, and the RBs are like a whole other part of the festival.
The night in the forest is over. We're taking the party to the RV lot.
There's like official after party shit, there's unofficial after party shit, and it's just like your neighbors are gonna have like renegades, and like the one year I went, people are spinning off of a fire truck.
What? This shit is crazy. We're out here spinning on a fire truck. What?
I spun out of the back of an RV at like 7 a.m. So Saturday here, headline, and we have the man Subtronics, and that is crazy for him. I know he made a big deal about that on Twitter, having gone from on Instagram, having gone from the RVs the 1 year to then, you know, playing Vrishtronics, you know, and that year, and then headlining, you know, 2 years, however many years later. I don't know if he played the previous years. I haven't really been paying attention, but this lineup definitely caught my attention. You know, that's why we're talking about it here right now today. So then we have just a solo John Summit set, and with Subtronics and John Summit both headlining on the same day, I would imagine, you know, Subjonics, Johntronics, whatever you want to call it, going down somewhere. Renegades, RBs, that was a thing 1 year. That's where that was born, the Subjonics, you know, back to back. And then we brought it to Lost Lands, and I don't know, like, I don't know. I think it's definitely going to happen somewhere. And then we have Siren. This is really cool, and this is a debut Closey and LS Dream collab project, and they are debuting it for the first time at Forest. And like, you know, I'm not so familiar with Closey, but I know that like LS Dream and Closey are very like similar, and they both have like a similar vision and vibe and just like brand, honestly. And Closey and LS Dream, just the two of them making music together, I feel like it's gonna be so sick because both their brands are very like spiritual and like, you know, keep your third eye open and, you know, be free and have fun, and like, you know, it's just very positive and very like free form and weird, and like that's gonna be a show and a treat for sure. And I saw LS Dream at Electric Forest the last year I went, and I was just like up front, center, close, and it was insane. He actually played he debuted a collab with Closey. Having seen that and then seeing this is like, I know it's gonna be sick, and I could see LS Dream and Closey being like, you know, Forest staples, you know, like, and just having, you know, come back, you know, several years because they fit that Forest vibe, like I said, with their brands and just being free and open and positive. Moving on to Sunday here, this shit right here, bro, this is what caught my attention, and this is low-key why we're talking about this lineup right now. Excision headlining Electric Forest Sunday, bro. Wow! What? That's insane to me. I don't know why. I don't know if Excision has played for it. He definitely has played for us, right? I just haven't been paying attention. Like I said, all the attention that just in this first line here, you have Everything Always, you have Pretty Lights, you have BTSM, you have Subtronics, you have John Summit, you have Siren, and now you have Excision, and we have Gigantic Nightmare to add to that bass family. We also have Charlotte DeWitt for the house people. We also have Humphreys McGee. I'm not familiar with that. Like, I know the name, but I'm not sure if it's like more jam bandy or if it's more house. I forget. I should know that. But again, we're here for the dubstep and the bass. We also have two incidents of the String Cheese incident going down, and you just have to kind of see the String Cheese incident at Electric Forest. This is their shit, and you know, you just gotta kind of pay homage. Honestly, I should practice what I preach because I don't think I've actually sat through a full String Cheese set. I know they always talk about all the craziness, but again, all the craziness is just wrapped up in the forest itself, and it's just like a lot of time, like, you know, if you don't have a watch, you don't have a phone, bro, you are just going with the flow. I have no idea who's playing where.
I don't know what time it is again because my phone is dead and I don't have a watch. Finesse Gang pro tip: always have a watch on deck. because your phone will die, and it's nice to know what fucking time it is. You know, it could be fucking 8:30 right now. I wouldn't even know. What the fuck? You know, it's like 5 o'clock.
I have no idea where anything is.
I'm out here just kind of lost. Yeah, don't fucking ask me where fucking anything is here, bro. I cannot. I'm just looking for the big ass tiger. That's it. That's all I know. See the big ass bear? I'm by the big ass tiger. That's it. There's the big ass tiger. See? Easy.
I have no idea what the set times are.
So I'll see you guys back in the forest for grammatic, I think. I hope. I don't know. We're just winging it. You know what I'm saying? There's no fucking, we're just doing it.
I'm just going with the flow, and you know, that's why I like electric forest. You know, it's just they're can't even explain it, bro.
I'm just here, bro. I'm just enjoying my time here. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to just not have to worry about nothing. But I am lost.
You know, as someone who is always kind of like the squad leader, and everyone's always like, where are we going next? What time are we leaving? I'm just like, yo, I don't give a fuck. Y'all can do this. Y'all can run this one.
Right here, just doing it. No schedule. My phone's dead. No, it's not. I don't even know what I'm doing. Honestly.
It's not as fast paced as most festivals because it's not go, go, go like, you know, Forbidden Kingdom or Lost Lands. It's like a little bit here, a little bit there. And a lot of the time, I didn't find myself going into 5 o'clock each day. You know, and I'm usually someone that's in there by 2 or 3 o'clock. So you know, but it's also a festival that goes a lot later than most. So you know, definitely something you gotta pace. But those are you know, headlining acts. And the ones that catch my attention are obviously Excision, Gigantic Nightmare, obviously Subtronics, BTSM obviously, and you know, but the ones that are maybe more surprising, definitely Siren. That's definitely catching my attention. Knock 2, Everything Always, John Summit. Honestly, all the headliners are pretty dope. You know, so. That's where, like I said, that right there, it makes you be like, what else do we have here? So we have AT Aliens kicking off the next 2 here, which is again a big one for the bass people here. Barclay Crenshaw, I'm not familiar with. Okay, here we go again. Ready? The not familiar part of the lineup. This is where it's we're only here for the bass, right? Remember that. So if I'm not familiar, I apologize. It's a very diverse lineup, but I'm gonna do my best to use my knowledge and experience to all the reviews I've done and all the festivals I've been to, all the sets I've seen, to give you guys a general idea of what you can kind of expect and who these artists are going to be, what these artists are going to be bringing to the table. So I don't know about Cannons. I know Chasing Status is DMB. Kuko, DJ Set, I'm not familiar with. Dimension, I'm pretty sure that's DMB as well. Drama, I'm not familiar with. Green Velvet, House, I'm pretty sure that's a techno thing, but definitely a house legend. Kenny Beats, not familiar with. Lettuce, I know the name. I don't know if that's jam bandy, funky, weird, but I know the name, and I'm pretty sure I've seen it at Electric Forest on a few lineups. Labanca, I'm not sure. LP Giabi for the house people. Matroda, I'm pretty sure Matroda is house, but could be a little bit of weird and melodic stuff in there as well. More vibey and feelsy stuff, but again, not too sure honestly, but I'm pretty sure that is not in the bass realm and more in the house realm if I'm, you know, not mistaken. If I am mistaken, again, let me know in the comments. That's what they're there for. Again, politely and respectfully. Mal P, I'm not familiar with. Neil Franks, I'm not familiar with. Rowania, I'm not familiar with. Vinny Beach, I'm pretty sure that is house. White Fang, I'm not familiar with. And Wooly. That would be sick quick backstory. I went to Electric Forest in 2019. I saw Wooly. Was not the biggest fan of Wooly yet. He was still kind of a small artist playing 3 o'clock, but I knew it was dubstep. I was there, and I was still, you know, it was my first forest. Still, you know, only had the channel for a year, so I'm still new as a festival finesser. And after I posted the vlogs and stuff, Wooly found them and posted them on Twitter. And I was like, check out these vlogs from That Skater Brian, and I was just like, whoa. And then I realized what just happened, how big of an artist Wooly was, and I'm pretty sure Wooly followed me, and it's all been uphill from there. So it'd be really sick to be able to film Wooly at Electric Forest in some kind of media, or at least just get to be there on Wooly's behalf. You know, I hate saying that, but you know, we're as we're doing this shit more and more, we're here to you know, we're here to finesse and not break the bank and go to as many festivals as possible and share the experience. And if I can do that by shooting artists and using my connections, I hate to say it, but I'm going to start doing that, you know? I never want to do that, and we talked about that in my last video, but not wanting to be the guest list guy and, earning your spot and being able to afford it and, not being sympathetic and, being, asking for sympathy and always asking for handouts, but, it's not a handout if I am putting in work and doing all this content and speaking highly of these artists and doing, free promo on social media, you know? So, that's that. Definitely going to be hyped for Wooly if I can make it. And the only ones that really catch my attention in this tier are AT Aliens and Wooly for the dubstep. You know, some honorable mentions that I'm familiar with are Chasing Status, Dimension, Vinny Vici, LP Giabi, Green Velvet. I think there's more house artists, but again, artists I'm familiar with. So, yeah. Now moving into the last tier of artists here, we have A-Craze for the house people, we have Alley Cat for the dubstep and more like bass, well not like dubstep, more like weird and like wonky kind of stuff. A-Ball I'm not familiar with, Caluso I'm not familiar with, Caspa, how is Caspa down there, bro? What? That makes no sense to me, but like Caspa is an OG and gonna be giving you that like weird wobbly dubstep, but also has been doing a lot of drum and bass as well, so don't be surprised if you get some of that mix in there, even a lot of that honestly. Cassian I'm not familiar with, Coco and Breezy I'm not familiar with, Dirtwire I'm not familiar with. I feel like a lot of these artists out here I'm not going to be familiar with, so just a heads up. So we're going to kind of breeze through them here. Dixon's Violin, DJ Tennis, Dumpsta Funk, that's an interesting one. Eggy, don't know any of those artists I just named, but I am familiar with Hamdi, I'm still not sure how to say it, but Hamdi has been buzzing, honestly, a lot on like social media and TikTok, and like his trending audio, like, I've been trying to see him and have not got to see a proper set. It'd be crazy to see him in Electric Forest, a perfect vibe and a perfect environment for that kind of sound. It's very just like weird and like, wow, I can't even explain it, dude. Like, I hate trying to describe music, and that's why if you're into that kind of stuff, you should go to Naughty Step, just plug him in real quick, because that is a dubstep guru, and that is somebody who really knows how to describe music and sounds and artistry. I'm just like, yo, that shit sounds dope, you know, but I'm here for more of the experience and the vibe and how to prepare and what to expect, you know, so... again, it's all knowledge. I don't do any research. This is not planned, not scripted. It's all off the top and what I know from my experience. So definitely would recommend seeing Hamdi if you're into the dubstep and weird kind of stuff. Enzo, again, I'm pretty sure that's more of a weird, I'm pretty sure that's a Wakanda artist, more weird, wobbly and wonky kind of stuff. But also I feel like has a heavier side as well. If I remember from the comments, people like, you know, just throwing that in there. I'm pretty sure Enzo is a pretty heavy bass artist. Or at least a bass artist, generally speaking. It's Murph I'm not familiar with. Jules, I feel like I know that, but I'm not sure if it's the Jules I'm thinking of. Le Youth, I'm not familiar with. Level Up, everybody knows Level Up. I feel like if you know Subtronics, you know Level Up. And if you're into dubstep, I feel like you just know Level Up. Is this Lucy with 2 eyes? Lucy the alien? Like, what's up? Well, I thought she had 2 eyes. Or maybe not Lucy I'm thinking of. I don't know, you know? If it is Lucy I'm thinking of, it's going to be weird. And maybe a little bit heavy, honestly. Next up, we have Lonnie. Again, another big one for me, for Electric Forest, dude. Like, Lonnie has been buzzing, and I saw Lonnie at Lost Lands, but it was like a late, like 3 a.m. on the sound camp. I love to see Lonnie in the day, early, vibing, feeling good, like just in the grass, you know, like, yeah, man, Electric Forest is definitely a vibe, and Lonnie is somebody who would be sick no matter any stage, big or small. Lonnie would definitely be a vibe. Maddie O'Neill, I'm kind of familiar with, I've seen that name, but I'm not sure of the artist or the vibe, so I'm not going to embarrass myself any more than I already have probably in this video. Next up, we have Major Leg DJs, I'm not familiar with. Mascolo, I'm not familiar with. Michael Brune, Odin and Fatso, Paper Water, Peach Trees, Rascal, I'm not familiar with any of those. And it doesn't look like I'm familiar with anybody else down here. Ranger, Trucco, Sammy, Varigi. I feel like I've seen that name. I don't know why. Slater, I'm not familiar with. Sultan, I might know that name, but I feel like the Sultan I'm thinking of is with an O. Sultan. Yeah, see, shit is familiar. Shit is confusing out here. Lucy with 2 eyes, Sultan with an O. You know, like, yeah. So my apologies again. And I can't even see what is on this last one here. Tasha, Venby, Vanessa back-to-back, Nala. I'm pretty sure that's House, if I'm not mistaken. West End, I'm pretty sure that's also House. And Will Clark. I'm familiar with that last line of artists a little bit. And there's only a few artists that I really know in this last tier here. And that's Alley Cat, Caspa, Hamdi, Liney, Lucy, if it's the one I'm thinking of, but I'm pretty sure she's buzzing with 2 eyes, and that's really it. So those are all the artists playing Electric Forest 2024. This year's lineup, it seems like there's a lot more dubstep and bass, you know, weirder kind of stuff, and in comparison to last year, I feel like they have, like, you know, a more like soft and like jam bandy house year. Than the next year is a little bit more heavier and bassy. Than they have, you know, the jam band and funky, and it kind of flip flops each year. And this year is the heavier bassier. We got Knock 2, BTSM, Siren, Excision, Gigantic Nightmare, AT-Aliens, Wooly, Alley Cat, Caspa, Hamdi, Liney, Level Up. There's some good dubstep artists on here, and there's definitely some artists that I just know I want to see, and that's it. Anything else is like toss up. So now, am I gonna go? I definitely want to with this lineup, and the only way I'd really be able to go is if I got a guest list pass and did some kind of like social media content creation kind of thing. So Electric Forest actually does have a content creator, influencer kind of program. The year I went, I was like, how did I not know about this? Because it was Emma Capotes, Vibe with Aid, you know, Justice Andrews, who is a Morphix photographer now. And it's just like, how did I not know about this? So I'm definitely going to submit for that this year and try and be a, you know, a part of this like program. That will cut my cost in half. And then it's just like, you know, maybe camping and, you know, travel. And with a lineup like this, that is definitely worth it. We have enough time now. We're talking about it. We're planning it. We're putting it into existence. And, you know, me and Bree have already been talking about it. We've already been talking about it with the homies who never been to Forest before. So, like, you know, the ball is rolling. I'm doing my due diligence now. You know, we got this video up in a timely manner. The same week the lineup has been out. This video is being put out. And, you know, I'm going to keep my eye out on the application and just keep tabs on, you know, the process and just make sure I can, you know, have all my ducks in a row so that when the time comes, I can submit, have all my assets ready, you know, a website, my, you know, my stats up, all my content in a space, you know. That's going to be the whole plan for this festival season, is just media applications, influencer applications, promo, social media, whatever I can do to get to the festival for free in exchange, you know, for some kind of work. You know, we're trying to get paid, we're trying to, you know, we're trying to save money. So any way we can, and we're also trying to follow the passions and keep my dream alive, you know. So if you guys are still watching up until this point, thank you for watching. First of all, if you guys are interested in supporting the channel and me, I still have merch available. We still have a bunch of Finesse Gang beanies available. We have a few Finesse Gang jerseys available as well. We also have the Love Hate Rhythm tees if you are interested in, you know, the rhythm side of things. I also have new hoodies and tees available that say Mosh Pit's Not a Crime in red and black tie-dye. And while we're on the topic of merch, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, Dubstep Streetwear. Dubstep Streetwear is a clothing brand providing stylish and edgy apparel for dubstep fans and rhythm kids alike to be able to wear it to a festival or show, but also be able to wear it in their everyday lives as well. These clothes are crafted by dubstep fans, for dubstep fans, and all their designs really infuse elements of their respected genre, whether it be dubstep or rhythm, and just really embody the overall vibe of the underground culture. All the products are advertised as only coming in black, and I was browsing their website, I was a little bit skeptical about getting a $20 t-shirt, but after having a couple of them sent to me, I'm actually very impressed by the quality of this shirt, and just everything about it, the design quality, the print quality, and the t-shirt quality. This is the Dubstep Rose Made to Be Broken tee, and what I really love about this shirt is not only the design, but the print quality of the design. It just feels like it's gonna withstand whatever festival and mosh pit has to throw at it. I don't even know what it is. It's not screen printed because it has too many colors, and like, I don't know, it just feels like it's not gonna crack, and I wanna know what they're doing so I can make merch like this too, because this is definitely a high quality print. So if you are a dubstep fan needing some new drip for the festival, or a rhythm kid looking for some new merch for the function, or you just love dubstep and need some new clothes, definitely consider checking out Dubstep Streetwear on Etsy. They have a whole bunch of designs to browse from right now. They have tees starting at $20, hoodies starting at $40, and the website is very easy to navigate based on your interest. They have a dubstep section, a rhythm section, a hoodie section, even a holiday section full of dubstep and rhythm themed designs based around the holidays. So big ups and thank you to Dubstep Streetwear for sponsoring this video. And now we can get back to the content. So thank you everybody again for watching on the Festival Finesser. If I do end up going to Forest, I will make an announcement letting you guys know that I got my application submitted, and we will do, you know, the set times and the conflicts and all that kind of stuff, maybe even some meetup stuff. So again, thank you guys for watching on the Festival Finesser, and I'll see you guys for the next video soon, maybe. I don't know. Make sure you watch the other videos prior to find out how we got here, where my mental state is at. All right? Thank you guys. Love you. Peace out.